Let's dive into what's been happening with SoFi lately, exploring some exciting data points and recent market actions that have driven its price higher. Let's get into the details. Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert this is not a financial advice video. Today has been quite a significant day for the stock market, with SoFi's stock closing in the $14 range, reaching about $14.11, which marked a notable increase. A spike in volume and some unusual activity in transactions have given us a lot to discuss. There's a strong indication that market participants may be preparing for a sustained upward movement. Let's go through what's happening with big investors and why this could matter for the future trajectory of SoFi. Due to today being Remembrance Day, bond markets were closed, which usually leads to a lower trading volume. However, SoFi stood out, seeing over 104 million shares traded today, while the average volume is typically around 59 million shares. This activity wasn't driven by any specific news or official filings, suggesting it's primarily riding the momentum of the broader market. It also aligns with a greed reading on the Fear and Greed Index, showing that market sentiment is leaning optimistic, with potential for heightened interest in SoFi as the week progresses. In terms of short interest, although there's no real-time update due to the holiday, past reports indicate a steady reduction in short positions on SoFi. A report from the end of October showed around 162 million shares shorted, translating to roughly 15% of the total float, a notable 10% reduction compared to previous levels. This suggests that short sellers have been gradually closing out their positions, which can be an indicator of shifting market sentiment. The options market provides another layer of insight. Nearly $98 million was invested in call options, which indicates a bullish sentiment. In particular, many of these options are set to expire soon, with optimistic strikes at $15 and $16. If SoFi continues to climb, especially past these price levels, it could signal significant confidence among investors in its continued growth. What's more, market makers have recently added a new options chain for SoFi at a $22 strike price for January. This addition suggests they see the potential for SoFi to reach that level in the coming months. Market makers' actions like these are often interpreted as indicators of where significant players believe the stock could be heading. It's rare to see options chains expanded at such an elevated strike without serious consideration for the stock's potential trajectory. Today, transactions over $100,000 were recorded, including some particularly large after-hours trades. These ranged from $3 million to as high as $14 million. Such high-value trades are often taken as a signal that substantial investors are positioning themselves within SoFi, possibly in anticipation of a continued positive trend. The fintech sector overall appears to be attracting interest, as investors rotate out of other industries such as semiconductor stocks and into areas with more perceived growth potential like SoFi. Big money appears to be increasingly focused on the financial technology sector. As traditional banking models evolve, companies like SoFi represent a new wave of consumer-focused digital finance solutions. This migration of capital signals that institutional investors are beginning to see the fintech space, and SoFi in particular, as a crucial part of future finance. These moves could also be influenced by the general optimism surrounding technology-based growth sectors, with companies like SoFi leading the charge. Dark pool transactions have also been prominent, often used by institutions and short sellers for large trades that need to be executed without impacting the open market. Today alone, dark pool volume was quite high, with multiple sizable transactions. This can sometimes indicate that positions are being adjusted discreetly in anticipation of further movement. While we can't know for certain what this means, it's another sign that large players are taking positions in SoFi. So where does this leave us? With strong buying volume, significant interest from big investors, and even some attention in the options market, SoFi appears to be on a promising path. Despite the lack of official news, the trading activity suggests a strong momentum. A potential continuation of this upward trend could be in store if the broader market conditions remain favorable. Another factor worth mentioning is SoFi's CEO Anthony Noto. As a leader, he's actively engaged with the company's growth trajectory. Unlike some other CEOs in similar growth sectors, he's invested in SoFi's success both professionally and financially. His continued involvement and confidence are viewed as a positive sign by many retail investors and even larger institutions. It's often perceived as a testament to SoFi's growth potential and stability in a competitive market. If Noto were to make another stock purchase, it could send a strong signal to the market about SoFi's value, further fueling investor enthusiasm. When it comes to price targets, many analyst ratings have been cautious. Even with SoFi's strong recent performance and solid fundamentals, some ratings haven't fully accounted for the company's growth potential. However, a positive trend could lead analysts to update their ratings to reflect SoFi's continued success. If this happens, it could spur additional institutional interest and draw more investors to the stock. Looking ahead, several upcoming economic reports, including CPI data and retail sales, could impact broader market sentiment and, by extension, stocks like SoFi. The Fed chair is also scheduled to speak, which may introduce some volatility into the market. Yet, with the current momentum behind SoFi, there's reason to believe that any dips could be seen as buying opportunities. In conclusion, SoFi's recent performance is generating a lot of excitement among investors. Whether it's the continued high trading volume, substantial options activity, or the active role of its CEO, there are plenty of reasons to keep an eye on this stock. It's not every day you see this level of interest without major news or filings, which speaks volumes about investor confidence in SoFi's future. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.